Good morning, Scituate. Today it's August 29th. We're nearing the end of summer, so soak it in while we can. Just want to remind everybody about the upcoming special town meeting, which is going to be at September 19th. That's at the high school, 7 o'clock. Again, that is the 19th of September at 7 o'clock at the high school. And with that, I want to pass it over to the town administrator for an update.
Thank you, Mr. Goodrich. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed the nice weather we had this weekend. We'll start with our COVID data as always. Our Maven number was 12, which is down from 15 of last week. So we've seen that go down 2 weeks in a row. However, our positivity rating was 10.55, up from 9.17. So we see that going up. Plymouth County's positivity rating is 8.34, down slightly from last week's 8.86. Statewide, the positivity rating for the past 7 days was 7.84, which is exactly the same as last week's 7.84. Statewide, there are 67 individuals in the ICU, up from 64 of last week, and 29 patients were intubated, up from last week's 24. So again, the numbers are all over the place. We will continue to tell you, if you haven't been vaccinated, please do so. If you've been vaccinated, please get your boosters. The water update, a little good news on the water update. The reservoir was at minus 42.5 inches. Last week we were at minus 44.5 inches. Tac Factory Pond was at minus 12.5 inches. And last week we were at minus 13.75. So the rain we got last week did help a little bit in filling our reservoir. Average daily demand was 1,228,000,000 gallons per day, down from last week's 1,374,000,000 gallons a day. So as people know, we've talked about as the wells and the levels in the reservoir drop, the manganese in the reservoir comes out in the water. Our water treatment plant does not treat for manganese, so that water goes through the treatment plant and out into the system, causing the discolored water. The drought causes a reduction in our well output as the water table drops, which means more water goes through the reservoir, the treatment plant, which means more water into the system. As demand drops, we do expect that to ease up a little bit. We are working with our consultant for some short-term fixes to the manganese through the water treatment plant. Ultimately, the solution is the construction of a new water treatment plant, which will treat for manganese in the water in the reservoir. Rainfall over the last 7 days, 1.76 inches measured at the plant. We do have a critical drought according to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, so we are in a Tier 4 water ban here in Scituate. All non-essential outdoor watering is prohibited. We are finding people. We have water department employees out very early in the morning checking on people watering. So please, it's probably our most precious commodity. Don't waste it. Save your water. And we'll hopefully get some rain this fall to rebuild and recharge our aquifers. Selco, the water contractor, this week will be in North Scituate on Gannon Country Way, connecting a loop by the railroad track. So do expect some delays in that area as we work on that water main. Town Clerk Kathy Gardner has asked me to remind people that early voting for the September primaries is now underway here at the Town Hall. Residents can take advantage of early voting during normal business hours at Town Hall this week. So the last chance for you to early vote will be at 11:45 a.m. on Friday. The primary election is next Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the high school gym. A lot of races on the ballot, so please, plenty of chances to vote. You can absentee vote, you can early vote, or show up on Tuesday for the primary. For paving, we're pulverizing the utility road neighborhood this week in preparation for paving Thursday and Friday this week. We are also hoping to get on Country Way this week to do some overlay patches out there. That will depend on our contractor and the weather. The select board issued a contract several weeks ago to a contractor to repair the stairs at Minor Beach. There are 4 stairs along the seawall on Glades Road. The contractor is starting that work next week after Labor Day. In anticipation of that, we are planning on keeping Glades Road a one-way from Gannett to Bailey's Causeway for the duration of that construction, so we can place equipment and things on the road without impeding traffic. We've checked with the school department. That does not interfere with the school buses, as the school buses generally traverse the way the one-way will go. We're expecting that work to take about 4 weeks, depending upon the weather and the tide. But people should know we're going to keep that a one-way during the construction so that the cars and the construction don't mix too much. And we hope to get those stairs fixed in a very timely manner and have it ready for next beach season. The board has also approved a contract for the design and engineering for the lighthouse repair project. The consultant is scheduled to have their teams on site this week, September 1st and September 2nd, to do the investigation of the conditions of the lighthouse. You will see a lift out there. You will see people out there. Please stay away and let them work. But we are looking to get this work underway as quickly as possible, particularly before the start of the really bad winter season. We're pretty sure that the lighthouse light room at the top is going to have to be taken off. And then the question is going to be whether or not that can be repaired or will need to be replaced. And that's going to be part of what we're doing the investigation this week to determine that. We'll remind you again, the home elevation seminar is this week, August 30th from 5 to 6 at the Scituate Library Community Room. It is a free seminar to answer questions for homeowners about home elevation, why you should do it, what it might cost, and things like that. We do ask you to pre-register at cmiles@scituatema.gov, just so we have a count. Last time we checked, we had over 60 people registered. So it is a good event. It's put on by MEMA. If you live in that area and are thinking about elevating your house, it's a good seminar for you to attend. I did want to give a shout out to the DPW for doing an excellent job this past weekend on Touch a Truck on Friday. We estimate we had over 400 people at this event. The kids absolutely loved it. It was really a great event. I was joking over the weekend, it's probably the happiest I've seen Scituate residents at a town-sponsored event ever. Just really a good job by the DPW. The kids love the trucks, a lot of beeping, a lot of air horns. So thank you for the DPW for putting that on, for making it such a success. Reminded the people that our lifeguards go back to school starting last week. So this was the last weekend for lifeguards at Minot. The lifeguards will be at Peggotty Beach through Monday. After that, there will be no more lifeguards on our beaches. So if you're looking for a beach with lifeguards, Peggotty is staffed this week through Monday, at which time the lifeguards will be all done. And finally, I'll keep reminding people, we are looking for plow drivers for the DPW. If you are a plow driver and looking for work this winter, please contact the DPW, as we are in dire need of plow drivers to make sure we have sufficient operators to get the town plowed and cleaned up in a timely manner. And that's what I have for today.
That's great. Well, thank you very much, and everyone have a great week.